Oh my gosh. We back at it like a bad habit, son. Uh-oh. No. Okay, there we go. I thought I lost you again. Ooh.
Nah, okay,
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
turn that on.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got voice isolation on, which
Do
I
not disturb.
always
So
have.
nobody calls.
Oh, snap. I should do the same thing.
Voice isolation. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Okay. Don't get through this.
I lost you for a second. I'm back in.
There you go.
Back
Back at it. Back at it.
I put it on do not disturb, but I was like,
Can I join as my own producer? Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're doing right there. Oh, right.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Yes.
Back at it.
Yes, here we are.
Recording.
Sure, dude. I never put mine on do not disturb, so I think I've gotten one text message in the middle of this.
Yeah.
It does okay.
Yeah. Well, I usually have it on silent because since I started using my laptop, so I didn't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You're popular, bro. I get it. You have friends. You have friends. Soft flex. I get it.
Soft flex. Oh man.
Dog. You know, I no one's gonna come to this to hear us talk about Madam Web or any kind of spoilers. But
don't spoil.
No
don't
spoilers.
Spoil yourself.
Don't
like going to see that. That's
Spoil-
not want to spoil yourself.
Spoilers. It's like spoiled milk. It's like watching. It's the spoiled milk version of a movie. And the worst part is for me is like the fact that they're going out and promoting it. I saw Sydney Sweeney on some stuff. She did Hot Ones. Dakota Johnson did she did SNL. So they're out there like promoting the movie and I wonder if they watched it. And went
supposedly she didn't know what she signed up for. Supposedly, she said
Dakota Johnson didn't.
Yeah,
she was
her or Sweeney.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Sweeney was
I mean,
we'll try to back out of it pretty.
Yeah, it's I didn't even. I thought
I have no idea.
I thought it was a rom-com. I thought I was in a Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into this.
Yeah.
Recap.
Yeah. You gonna give me the countdown, Joe Angel. Give me.
All right. Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. Hey everybody, welcome to Anime Me Pod. It's me, Joe Angel, once again with my co-host Sal, and we have made it to March of 2024. Can you believe it?
You know what I can't believe? The fact that you predicted the Super Bowl.
I told you. Hey, I told you. I told you.
You did.
What did I say?
You did. You go.
I said it.
You said
it would happen.
You said I can't believe he made that throw at the end of the game. I was like, hey, he did. He did. He threw a touchdown at the end of the game.
Cannot give that man more than 2 minutes left of the game.
Yeah, and you can't give Joe Angel 1 second to make a prediction because you know what? He's got it.
I got it, man. It sucks that Texas doesn't allow gambling because I would have won so much money.
Dude, you could have. You could have been the new mattress. What's his name? Have you seen this mattress guy in Houston?
Mattress Mac.
Yeah, you could have been Mattress Mac, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we could have been recording this on the moon.
The next time we produce this bad boy, we're gonna be in outer space.
Outer space.
Yep,
with
you,
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, and what's his name? Superman's villain. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, since we have been watching so much anime as of lately, I think it's time for another recap. So, what do you think?
I think it's time, man. You know why? Because I finished a couple. I'm caught up. Let's just say I'm caught up.
Caught up. You caught up. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
with it.
because the ones you caught up to
Mm-hmm.
have not been finished.
Yeah, yeah. And also there's an asterisk on one of them. And you already know. You already
Alright. No.
know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the people.
Give it to him.
I'm gonna let you wanna. Should we just start with one of them? Should I tell you both of them that we're gonna talk about?
Let's just start with one
All
and
right,
then
all right, all right. We'll start with solo leveling.
boom.
Boom.
Brand spanking new
Man,
right
you
off
know,
the bat.
yeah. I mean, we're hot off the presses from this past Monday's release,
Yeah.
and I finished it already. Y'all ain't even.
Already,
I'm
y'all don't
already,
even know.
I'm already leveling up, dude.
Boom, there you
I'm
go.
like weeb level,
What is
whatever.
that? F minus?
I'm an F
Is that
minus.
above an E?
I'm barely, yeah, no, it's lower.
So we're-
It's lower. I'm still failing. I'm still failing. But you know what? I'm all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with just bare minimum, watching dub only. Let's see here. I don't know how to pronounce any of the names correctly. Let's see here. I I didn't I didn't there's like two episodes left, or there's two episodes right now that are still
that
in the
haven't been dubbed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna watch them.
Not gonna watch it.
Ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm too invested. Invested in the voices. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so,
So,
it's
what'd you think about
let's see
the
here.
second
Wait a second.
episode?
Where are we gonna put like spoiler alert on this and we just
All
talk
right,
about this,
guys.
or are we just like, am I gonna try to talk around it?
Guys, heavy spoilers on some parts. We'll spoil some parts.
Yeah, I have to
But
like,
just be aware. This is brand new. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
yeah,
Sal's caught up to it,
come
so
on.
there's no reason you shouldn't.
If I could catch up,
If Sal can do it, you can do
I am E tier, guys. I am E tier. Okay.
Well,
I'm
let's get to the first
okay.
spoiler. I
No,
want to
okay.
talk about
The second episode.
the second episode, the ending of it,
Oh,
where he
dude.
gets taken out.
Yeah. Like murdered. I was like, yo, this is Ned
Straight
Stark.
up
He's
murder.
Ned Stark. Ned Stark. And
Bro, dude.
by the way, if you don't know that Ned Stark, spoilers everywhere, like, hey.
Spoilers everywhere.
But you know what? You had a couple years to catch up, all right? If you
Yeah.
uh
You had time to catch up to that.
Dude, I was, we had left the last episode, or the first episode, our last podcast recording, and I told you how there's a huge cliffhanger. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I had no idea the prediction. I couldn't predict what was gonna happen. Overall, I got the arc right. I got the arc right. I
Yeah.
go, look, this is what's gonna happen with him, but like, yo, I didn't know he was gonna
How it had to happen.
get. By the way, people are losing limbs on this show, like.
I tell
No.
you, this is Game of Thrones
Yeah,
all over again.
guys are getting like dismembered. Some of the worst case of being chopped in half I've ever seen. Like,
You got dismemberment, you got PTSD,
dude,
oh my
you
god.
got all kinds of stuff happening in this show, and it's funny because I just got through talking to. I've talked to. Okay, so when we recorded the episode, I had
Yeah.
told you beforehand. I had talked to some other people that had loved the show. They were like, "Oh yeah, dude, you got to watch the show," and they were recommending it to me. And then we recorded it, and I was still kind of aloof to the whole thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess watching the first episode, I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." Like I don't know what the difference is. And then I get on the show, and it starts to grow on me. This second episode, I'm like, okay, what's happening now? Okay, what's happening now? And then I start to get it. Like
Mm-hmm.
you buried it on me too, because like you're trying not to get this. You're like
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah,
yeah,
because when we recorded it, I had already been caught up to
yeah,
it.
you already caught
So,
up, and you're still 2 episodes ahead of me too, because
yeah.
I know you watching this bad boy and sub. I'm doing it
All day.
dub only. Team dub over here, which
Teamed up.
I think other people are dubbing. They just don't want to say that
Yeah.
they don't want to admit.
Dude, so when I went to go watch the Demon Slayer movie,
Hmm.
they of course had the sub and the dub
Uh-huh.
versions available,
Uh-huh.
but the dubbed only had like two showings, while
Oh,
the sub had like 10.
interesting. I wonder.
So
I wonder if people sneak into that dub like with masks on or with like, they're trying to.
Dude, that dub was packed out because when I
Well,
went to look on the app, I clicked it because I was just like, I want to see like how many seats are sold out in the dub, and every single seat was sold out.
you wanted to go in there and yell at them. You were like, I'm gonna see how many people can go in there and go
Nerds.
lame. Learn how to read, you bunch of
Learn how to
illiterates.
read. Go back to
Go
college.
back to college and learn how to read while you watch something at the same time. Okay, wait, we're talking about solo leveling.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. What's there to say about this show?
Where's it got you at right now? How do you feel?
You know what? Okay, I guessed it. You know how I love. I mean, the one thing I love about all these animes, all these that we watch, the ones that you've introduced me with at least, is how conceptually original a lot of this stuff is. It's always so like that's the part that like that anime really has going for itself. Like the concept is so like grand and
Yeah.
original at the same time, and that's what this thing has, both of those. It's very grand and it's also extremely original. And to see him, I mean, I kind of guessed the arc. Like it's called, I got the name too.
Yeah.
It's called Solo
Solo
Leveling.
leveling.
Dude, I get it now.
He's doing it by himself.
He's doing it by himself. He is like DIY fly guy over here. The
Fly
DIY
guy.
guy, fly guy. I mean, because I just it is super fun to watch. It also a lot of these animes kind of get you where you're like you kind of believe, like you want to believe,
Yeah.
like you are a little bit of that character that you go, you know what? I wish I could be more.
Yeah.
I think that's the connection that we have, with a character like this, where you're just kind
Yeah.
of like, you know what? I don't have to be what society tells me. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's too heady for this show, but it's kind of like, right? I mean, like, I
Yeah,
can,
I think that's the main concept of anime overall,
right?
is that it takes like somebody because it has the characters like because the main consensus of all the arc is like you got somebody who struggles with something and they have to get stronger through determination through friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of it's really heavy on friendships, a lot of it's really heavy on like discipline, determination,
Self
achieving your goals. And so
self-worth.
it's like so relatable
Mm-hmm.
to a lot of people who have trouble with that, which is why I think anime is like a growing like big as far as fandom goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like especially recently, that's why it's been really big because a lot of our generation feels like that.
I can see
You
that.
know,
I can
we
see
had
that.
to have Steve come back and help us out. So the anime's just there when Steve's not there.
Yeah, I could see that definitely. You just kind of, it helps bolster your self-worth, or even just like not accept what people say that you are or what society tells you you are. You're
Yeah.
like you can, if you were to put forth some effort, like if you would like
Yeah.
try, dude, this show had me believing, bro. I was like,
Mm.
I can
I
do
can do
this.
this. I can watch it in sub.
I can't do it, George. I can't do it. I gotta put my points that I've acquired.
Yeah.
I gotta put them in
Gonna put
my
all your stat points in reading.
in reading. I have no strength. I gotta get no strength. It's all reading. As I gotta put all
All
my.
reading.
I can't read good, Joe Angel. I can't read good. Okay. Man, this show is like it does a lot of things that you just, how you like listen to music or like watch a movie, or and you're listening to something, and the music just kind of goes the direction that you want it to go. Like there's a satisfaction to some of the like the notes, and then there's math that goes behind it, and those things kind of get met, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that sounds so good. That's exactly what I wanted this to be. And that's what this show is kind of giving you. It's kind of like, yes, keep like giving me the things that I want this to
Yeah.
go this way, and it is. It
Keep
is.
going the way I want it to
Yeah,
go.
go the way I want it to, and it's there's some satisfaction to all of that. It's good. I get it now.
You can get the hype right behind it.
I can get the hype. I can get the hype. Especially because you had mentioned about the whole like RPG or video game kind of aspect,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's almost like Shangri-La,
yeah, a
but
little bit, yeah.
in that universe, it's actually like their real life perception of it. Like
Yeah.
it's not just a game he's in. This is his actual life that they have to live.
Yeah, it ain't a
Just a
game.
little bit like a step above that.
Oh, dude, and I also like him. Like he's leveling up. He also like goes from like straight noob to weeb, and his voice
Yeah.
drops, and he's got
Oh,
abs.
yeah.
You notice his voice drops. He's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" He
he
goes, "What's up, y'all?"
he's what happens when you take the glasses off the nerdy girl and give her a haircut.
Yeah, yeah. He's Laney Boggs. He's Laney
Yeah,
Boggs, man. He just
ladybugs.
well, actually, and so I don't know. We talked a little bit about Madam Web. I'm gonna bring it back a little
Yeah,
bit. I'm gonna bring it back. There is a part like there's okay. We won't talk about it specifically, but like
yeah,
let's just say characters that like know a lot or gain a lot or really like become strong and become like almost godlike. There's a certain amount
yeah,
of like disassociation that they become like too cool and too chill and like or
yeah,
like like and so he's now become like cool chill guy. He's just
yeah.
like, I've got this, it's fine, and he's just like
He's just
kicking.
like not even worried about it
Yeah.
anymore. He's just like, oh, this is the thing.
Though the issue, the only thing I have with it is that it seems like he kind of, I feel like he's losing a bit of his like humanity in that, like where he's just only like murder, death, kill machine.
Yeah, he's getting into like a robot stance
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah,
It's kind of like so I'm a big Halo fan. I love playing all the games.
uh-huh,
There's a part in Halo 4. Is it Halo 4? Yeah, I think Halo 4,
mm-hmm,
where at the end he's talking to one of the captains.
mm-hmm,
That and they're talking about like what it means to be a soldier, a Spartan.
mm-hmm,
And the way Master Chief is talking, he's talking like a robot. He's like, "We're here to protect humanity and do this and that." But then the other guy, the captain, he's just like, "The way you're saying that's making you sound like you're a robot." It's like you're not a robot. You're a person underneath that uniform, that suit. You're a person.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you're not a robot. And previously, the AI Cortana had mentioned the same thing. Kind of mentioned the same thing
uh-huh,
where she had asked them to figure out which one of them was the person and which one was a robot. It's
um,
kind of like that aspect
yeah,
of it that like I kind of understood that feeling
yeah,
of him like going into that mode because
y-
like of something like that I've
yeah. He's leveled
viewed
up.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I equate it to Mariah Carey in the '90s, bro. You know, Mariah Carey in the '90s. Like she was like,
90s Mariah.
yeah, when she was killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, could do no wrong. She could hit the whistle
No,
tone,
wrong.
but she's so like, she's leveled up so much that she didn't even know how like electric bills get paid. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
she just has electricity in my house. And,
Yeah.
like that's just it. And then
There's
so
somebody taking care of that for
yeah,
her.
and she's just like, whenever I hold my hand out, people just
Yeah.
give me my food and drinks. Like that's just how the world works, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
that's
don't
just
even have to ask for it. I'm just being handed
yeah,
it.
yeah, kind of a little bit. Think about it. Think about it. This guy is Mariah Carey in the '90s. I mean, it's a sweet fantasy baby. It really is
Oh,
a
yeah.
sweet fantasy baby. I mean, could you imagine like leveling up and being able to like put stat points wherever you want them?
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
a
Like,
dream. It's a dream. It's
it's
the
a
dream.
dream,
It's the dream.
dream come true.
I want to learn how to
So
read better.
if that it would have happened to where we could actually do that, I would much rather have that. But when it's just, hey, you are what you are, and you're solo and ranked, you're famous for being a loser, and just don't even say anything.
Yeah.
Just keep it a secret.
Just shut up about it. Be
Just go
terrible.
clock in, work your shift at McDonald's. Couple of years, you be a shift lead, you go to manager, you'll be
Uh-huh.
good.
Soon first you start on lettuce
Yeah,
and then you'll be on
yeah.
fries. Okay, that's it.
Boom, there
And
you
you're
go.
good.
That's it.
That's your leveling up. That is your leveling up. Oh, it's good, man. I really do dig it, dude. Like it is like it's fun. It's really like I do get it. I do get it. It makes me want
Yeah,
to go back and because I talked to a friend of mine after I come to find out that a friend of mine is really into anime. Then he like
yeah.
he goes, "Hey Sal, I heard you're like doing an anime podcasting. You should watch Solo Leveling." And then I go, "Well, I did just watch
I
Solo
already
Leveling."
did. Yeah, I already did
But I
that.
only watched the first episode and I was kind of
Yeah,
like not dogging it, but I was kind of like, it's
yeah,
fine. But he was just
yeah.
like, I could see
Push it, dude.
I could see the tears in his eyes. He was like, with his
felt.
passion. This is the best show I've ever seen in my life. And I was like,
Yeah, you watch it.
you have to. And so I was like,
You
all right.
need to watch
Yeah,
it.
so I finished it up, and now I'm like, yes, I understand
Yes,
now.
I get it.
I get. I must
I
level.
understand, Sensei.
Yeah, yeah. I woke up this morning and I didn't want to get up, but then I was like, I have to get up. I must become stronger. I started self-talking, dude. This
But there you go. That's how it starts.
is how it starts. I'm, I was at work and I was in the corner, like trying to level up. People were like, "Hey, what's wrong with Sal over there?" And I was over like, "Oh man,
Oh
it's
man.
good. It's good."
All right. Well, that's the first one. I think we got one more that we're covering too.
Oh, you already know. You already know.
Uh give it to me. Give it to him.
Comey can kind of communicate.
Communicate.
Yeah.
But
Co-
she
uh,
leveled up too.
Comey can
Niggas-
communicate. Okay.
yeah.
Actually, she always could. That was the issue.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like she can write. She knows how to write.
Yeah. She knows that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I got it under my belt. The first season, 24 episodes, down the hatch. Yes, sir.
Man.
Joe Angel.
Dang.
Joe Bangles. Joe Bangs in the box.
Can you understand why it's number one?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real. It's kind of listed and waned for me. Like I do enjoy it. It's still
Yeah.
funny. It's still good. It keeps quality from like start to finish. Like it is still like, but I found myself at some points kind of going, all right. Like it got really like there were some episodes that get really slice of life,
Yeah.
like almost, like
Repetitive.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a little repetitive. They're going to school. He's trying to, will they got this real big like will they won't they kind of
Ross and
vibe.
Rachel vibe.
This is Ross and Rachel, bro. But yeah, it kind of becomes a little formulaic to where I'm kind of like, all right, I kind of know what's gonna happen here. Like I
Yeah.
kind of get it. She's having a problem. But the only thing, okay, so here's the thing. We talk about solo leveling and how that kind of the arc and the character and all this stuff. And she's got this character arc that she's kind of moving up, kind of like trying. But I'm like, what am I learning from this show? Like not even learning, but like what is the message? What is the message behind this show? Like is it just a fantasy? Like is it just like, man, if I was in high school and I had a girl that I was just like I'm just a normie. I'm just a regular old dude and I happen to have uh, the ability to communicate with this beautiful goddess. Like but nobody else can and
Yeah.
she's got this thing and now she's like um endeared to me or kind of, like she has a connection with me that she does that's special.
Yeah.
Like how much of a fantasy is that? Like,
The special
is
connection.
it that
Yeah.
that is the like I'm putting myself back in high school, which I'm still in high school if you guys are still listening. Still very young. But like, like I just kind of I wonder. By the way, for the listeners, if you want to go back and listen to our podcast on Comey Can't Communicate, this one's on Awkwardly Normal.
Awkwardly normal.
November 27th. So give it a listen. I still love the show, but it might, if as I continue to watch these other shows, it might drop a bit. It might drop a bit for me just because it's, I could have probably done with less episodes, honestly. It could have done with some less episodes, but it gets me though. It does get me because you see them kind of like they get a little closer. They can talk to each other a little bit. She's starting to like, they have these phone conversations.
Yeah.
They have these like knowing glances and things are happening and it's just kind of like it does get you. And it's still funny. It's still all really good. But yeah, I think maybe it got a little too slice of lifey for me, as a noob to all this stuff. Like since I'm still D rank, E rank,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I know
The
you
I
love it.
so
Go on.
well, because I'm caught up on the manga, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to recall the last where the anime ended.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a little bit of
Yeah, spoiler alert, we're gonna talk about where the
uh
anime ended. Go for it.
spoiler alert. Okay, so they end on we talked about this, I don't know what episode. before Valentine's Day, and we
White
talked
Day.
about, yeah, we end on White Day.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's now, Tadano's time because she had given him some stuff, some
Yeah.
chocolates on Valentine's Day, and so he gives her like a gift, and he's like really like going back and forth. Would I give her to like not overly, say that
Doesn't want
I
to appear to be
like
like
he don't want to be look too thirsty.
yeah.
He don't want
He
to look
didn't
too
want to
thirsty.
embarrass himself.
Yeah, yeah. He's just like here's a little gift because we're friends,
Yeah.
but he's trying to play it cool, like it's just friends. Like I
Yeah.
mean.
If it's just friends, I can play it off, but if it's not,
Oh
you
man.
know.
So there's just like a fantasy. It seems like it's a fantasy for us guys that you just go like, here's a beautiful girl who is like just shy. And she's just like, I love you. I just with her quivering voice, just like
Her small little mousy voice,
yeah, with the she's got a pencil mark for her nose and a line for her mouth and the largest eyes you've ever seen
large as
in a
eyes.
and she's she's in love with you. She's in love with you, and you're just like he's I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I guess maybe if you want to pull some sort of like message, there is like the whole friendship thing,
Yeah,
that like she's trying to make friends and he's trying to
yeah,
help. And I think there's something to be said about like how you don't have to go in this world by yourself.
yeah.
Like maybe that's a little bit of the message. They have
It's a lot of like
Najimi.
not judging a book by its cover type.
Yeah,
Because the
it's
main thing is nobody talked to her because she was so pretty and beautiful, and everybody
mhm.
thought she, was so above everybody. But in reality, she was kind of lonely and wanted friends, just like he did.
Yeah,
And so, but he was more the type to like, hey, I'm gonna help you out, because he was more like extrovert. It's kind of like an extroverted introverted relationship. She's
yeah,
kind of more introverted. He's a little bit more extroverted. So he's able to like be more outgoing and kind of push her in that aspect of it, and
yeah,
like, hey, this is how you can push yourself without like, overdoing it, or accepting the fact that some people are going to be your friends, some aren't. And then of course being friends with a whole different kinds of people, because everybody needs a friend.
yeah, yeah. And they're all different, and you have to like you have to make the effort. Like you have to
Yeah.
try. Because there are some other characters. I forget the name of the other guy. He wears a band-aid on his nose all the time, but he's in the same boat as she is, where he's just like he's misunderstood. He's misunderstood. He's like a
Dude,
big guy.
that's the episode where, where he's trying to figure out where he comes up with the chocolate,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
because he has a little sister. His little
Uh-huh.
sister knows Komi, knows like his classmates, but she has the idea in her head that he got the chocolate from the guy,
Yeah.
and they,
And the mist every time they're like,
yeah, the
you know,
misread is that like they're trying to be a thing.
yeah. He's always like every time they're like sitting down and he's misreading how to like
Yeah,
communicate to him, so he sits next to him and then they end up holding hands and he's
yeah,
like him and Tadano are like and the guy just doesn't he's so socially awkward that he doesn't know what to do. Those
yeah,
parts are I mean that's just like the show is like funny in that way. Like it's got a lot of good like situational humor and does a lot of good things. I think it just probably gets in the weeds for me with the whole slice of lifey thing and the formula. It's still great though. It's still great.
dude, it's gonna, oh man.
Don't tell me, Joy. Don't tell me. Did they kiss, Joy? Did they kiss? Don't tell me, Joy. Are they going to? But don't tell me though.
The whole, just that's why I had to like figure out where the anime ended.
Is it that much further in?
Oh yeah, it's a whole lot further along in the manga.
Oh wow,
Like I said,
wow.
if you get the Viz manga app, it's only like 5 books. It's got them
Ooh.
on there for free, and you can read all the chapters.
Like wait, are they? It's ongoing or is it over?
It's still ongoing. It's
It's
still going on.
ongoing.
Yeah,
Did,
the
ha,
last chapter just came out like last week.
has this season been greenlit? Like the next season? Do we know anything about that?
I want to say it has. We're just, I think, waiting on a date.
Man,
Just
I
like
mean,
all anime, it's like it's just the date, the time, the studio that's doing it. Whenever they can like get the people for it to animate it, because a lot of the same animators will like be animating other different animes once they get done with this one. So it's a lot of like, hey, we gotta wait for this. It's just like with actors. Hey, we gotta wait for
Yeah,
this actor to finish with this thing before we can start filming this or stuff
gotcha.
like that. So it's kind of that kind of same aspect right
You
now.
know,
So
I'm really looking forward to, because of this show, like if there's any other like new Netflix animes. I mean, this isn't technically a Netflix anime, but they're kind of like really
yeah,
taking it.
Netflix got the thing, got the
They
rights. Yeah,
they they got it, you know what I'm saying? So like I wonder, like, because I watched one other, like, I don't know if we ever talked about Neo Tokyo.
Neo Tokyo.
Did you ever watch Neo Tokyo? It's like a Netflix anime.
It sounds super
It's
familiar.
Dude,
I think I have.
it's not good. It's not good.
That's
Don't
probably
do it.
why I don't remember it if it was that
It
bad.
is forgettable. But like, like if they can keep this kind of level into like a shonen kind of, action packed, something to kind of keep
Yeah.
my lizard brain attention, like I need I need explosions every now and then. And they do give you explosions sometimes in the show. That's they
The
have they have the fake action that I
uh
love.
her her dad, he's so
Oh,
intense.
yeah, super intense. Also misunderstood because
Yeah,
he's just quiet. That's all it
yeah.
is. He's just quiet.
He's just like her.
Oh, well, yeah.
The-
I mean, we did it. I'll watch the next season though. I will. It is tough though because like 24 episodes per season. Do I want to spend my time on, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know doing.
Yeah, I tell you, once you get into it, it's like, all right, what do I have time for? I need to make time for this, need to make time for that. How
Mm-hmm,
fast
mm-hmm,
can I
mm-hmm.
finish this?
Yep, yep, yep. Like I do want to see, will they or won't they? That's kind of
I will say the will they, won't they aspect of it is,
is in
oh my
there.
God, it's
It's
in
in
there.
there.
Ah,
Okay.
dude.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
like, it's just wait. It's
Okay.
gonna get man.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
All right. Well, there you got it, guys. We have our second recap episode of
Mm-hmm.
when was the last one we did? What was that one?
Mm.
Trying to remember. It was what
Mm.
did we cover last?
That's a good question, Joe Angel. Oh, I know exactly. We did the Halloween one. What was the Halloween one with the little girl and the blood and the
How's the complex scenes on 100? That's
thank
what
you.
it
Yeah, the
was.
housing
That's what
complexity
it
and Zom
was. On
100.
100. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
See, okay, so like I go back to Zom 100. I'm like, dude, I think I would
Dude,
put Zom 100 above this one.
love this one.
No, you don't
See,
hate
I'll tell
me.
you, that's what happens, man. You go and you start finding your own stuff from what you're into, and like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
the list is gonna change dramatically next time
yeah,
you do it.
yeah. That's true.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. That is our recap episode. Once again, thanks for listening. And as always, leave us a comment. Let us know what you guys want us to watch. Let us know what you thought about Komi and Solo Leveling so far. If you caught up to those, if you read the mangas, guys, don't give it away.
Don't
Just,
give it away.
just don't give it away. Just wait till season three. Just wait. Just
Hmm.
wait. And if you watch the movie, if you watch Demon Slayer, if not, go watch it. Definitely go watch it because
Don't
season four is
watch.
about to come out. Don't watch
Don't
Madam Web. Watch Demon
don't watch
Slayer.
Madam Web. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do that to yourself. If you love yourself, you won't do
Yeah.
it. All right, guys, and as always, leave recommendations for us in the comments too. And like I said, especially if they're movies, because we do want to do some more movies. And as always, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, where you can find updates and clips of our upcoming episodes. And with that, we will see y'all on the next one. Liz.
Peace.